Got you on my own, purple rush, we smoking strong. Girl, we getting grown, I can feel it in my bones. Casamigos set the tone.
What's good, man? Hey, man, what's good with y'all, man? I got a new podcast, well, new YouTube, whatever it is, YouTube series called Step Back. And seeing what was going on last night with the Lakers, oh man, Lakers my favorite team, y'all. I know I got the Brooklyn Nets thing on, but Lakers is the favorite team. Been that way, stay that way, Mamba out, stay up to Kobe. But I was watching the Lakers last night and I'm like, damn, man, at certain points in times we had this, like the pieces that's gonna make it work. In certain points in times the offense looked just crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down, in my eyes, see my point of view, because a lot of people, some people will see it like this, some people will see it like that. But in my point of view, it's two things that need to happen if we're gonna actually go far and reach our potential. Because looking at the Pistons game last night, we had a lineup that really worked for us. We had something that really worked for us. And I want to elaborate more on that and like what I saw with that. So first off, we're gonna go with like the number one reason, like the number one scenario. I ain't gonna say the reason, but the number one scenario that we go with. And the number one scenario people talking about is getting rid of Russell Westbrook. And if we do get rid of him, we're gonna need a point guard that's not expensive. I ain't gonna get too much in the numbers range, but you need a point guard that has like a slow and flow offense. You go to Minnesota, a pick that we gave up a long time ago, the whole Magic Johnson fiasco. That was wild. That was a wild time to be a Laker fan. But we gave up D'Angelo Russell. He out in Minnesota right now. So we need a point guard that kind of fits like that. Reason why you can throw him and AD in a lot of pick and roll situations. And D'Lo, once he gets a good person with him in the pick and roll, man, that's his game right there. So he can shoot off, he can pop, stop and pop, he can dominate the mid range, he can dominate the 3-point line, and he's a good passer, he's good at penetrating, and he's just gonna create a lot of opportunities for somebody like Anthony Davis. So not necessarily just saying D'Lo, but we need a point guard like that. That can just basically fill in that spot and get the offense in motion. See, one thing about Russell Westbrook and we moving our offense is never in motion. It's like Russell Westbrook makes the play, like he's gonna try to create the offense, or the offense doesn't move. It doesn't look smooth at all. So even with games I see with like Westbrook have like 10 assists, 12 assists, triple double, it's like most of the assists are from Westbrook trying to penetrate. Westbrook, I don't know what that is. So Westbrook trying to penetrate, or Westbrook trying to create offense off the dribble, and whatever he can get in that moment, he gets. So even with a game like where he have 11, 12 assists, he usually has a high amount of turnovers because it's not coming in any kind of flow of the offense. The offense looks very messy with Russell Westbrook. So, and that's the thing, man. Russell Westbrook, he's just, in my opinion, these guys are too old to play with him. Westbrook needs to run and gun. A lot of times he'll bring the ball up, and as he's bringing the ball up, the old Westbrook would just be taking it to the rim, creating, getting the foul call, putting pressure on the defense in the transition. But this Westbrook, he slows down the ball around the half-court line, lets defense get in place, and is not really playing to the strengths and the flair of Russell Westbrook. It's not really giving him a chance to do that. So and that's just running with older guys. I mean, you got guys that I'm pretty sure if you throw him on a young team, the Minnesota, the Rockets, they're gonna have guys that's gonna run with them. They're gonna get down the court with them. They're gonna make those plays. They're gonna be exciting to watch in transition, like Chicago is. So they're gonna be exciting to watch in transition, but unfortunately, that's not the case. So I feel like that's scenario one. We move Russell Westbrook, but we gotta move him for the right piece. But the most likely scenario is that Russell Westbrook stays, and if that scenario comes, okay, so Russell Westbrook is here to stay. So we gotta make the offense work. And to make the offense work, we gotta play to our strengths, man. I don't know if this is gonna be a hard thing to say, but LeBron cannot run the three anymore. He just can't. Like, it's not good on the wing. He dominates the ball for a long. And it's not like dominating the ball like I'm gonna put the floor. Like when Westbrook dominates the ball, he's trying to create offense. LeBron's taking the ball. He's holding the ball for like 3-4 seconds. The ball moves faster than any player can move. And see, with Golden State, they have a system. They have players that fit their system. We move the ball. We get the ball out in transition. Get the ball out. So we move the ball a lot. So Golden State has a certain system that they run. And with running that system, it's like you get players and they fit into it. Like, Bielisa. That dude, like, he's like a silent sleeper for Golden State because he helps them move the ball. He shoots. He can put the ball on the floor and make a play, get to the rim. He's a playmaker. I'll just say that. Like, he's the type of dude that's like a playmaker. Like, when the offense, you have the defense shifted to one side, move the ball, the defense is scrambling back. He's that guy that, like, when the defense is scrambling and you swinging the ball around like Golden State does, you really moving the ball through the offense. He's the type of guy that when he gets it, he's not going to hold on to it. He's either going to, he's going to shoot. He's going to put the ball on the floor. He's going to make the next best pass. He's going to do something. LeBron, when he gets the ball, it's a magnet. Like, it's boom. Like, it's here. And I'm going to wait for I don't know what. Like, I don't know what. So when LeBron gets the ball, and I'm like, man, this is bad for the offense. This man is going to hold on to it. So I feel like the ball needs to move more. So LeBron can't be on the wing. So my vision of the lineup, and I was watching the game last night. Let me get my laptop because I showed the screenshot. I'm watching the game, right? And with Detroit, I'm sorry, I keep saying last night. So I'm watching a game with them against the Detroit Pistons. Bron. He can't. That was crazy, man. LeBron, you don't need to be doing that, man. Like, just a side note before I get into all this, right? LeBron, you don't need to. It looks so bad that you're doing it against the Pistons. It's not even a good team. Like, it's not even somebody you should really be like have emotions that fired up for. A regular competitor, yeah, you got somebody off the bench. You expect THD whenever Halen Tucker gets a chance to play, he's gonna be fired up. But LeBron, man, you should be coasting these boys into a win against the Pistons, man. You shouldn't have your emotions flaring up, running that high, even to be in that position against the Detroit Pistons. They about to fight. This dude's about to fight you. I don't even know who this Stewart guy, but he was about to kill him. He was coming after him. And if it wasn't you, and then DJ inherited the beef, and DJ was about to get dusted off. That dude was not playing. I see a big debate online on whether this guy was like really trying to fight or like he was just pump faking. And I can tell you for sure, this dude was not pump faking. I'll tell you 100%. You can't hit LeBron, so you obviously, if he went up and touched LeBron, that boy be Pelican Bay playing basketball for the rest of his life. I'm telling you. So he can't actually go and touch LeBron, but DJ, like DeAndre Jordan didn't get it. I don't know what Russell Westbrook, what you was doing either. You threw up your set. It was just like, I don't know, man. It was, that looked like dress Russell Westbrook. That looked like Russell Westbrook with the dress. All right, man. So that's just a side note into that, man. But it's the dress Russell. I'm tripping, man. Tripping. Trying to get canceled on the first episode. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, like, the ball moving, like when the ball is moving, and you get the ball and you holding on to the ball, not much is going on, that's not good for the offense. So what I do, this lineup that got us back in the game, not necessarily this lineup, but how it's gonna look. See that? We got, if you can't see, we got THT, we got Russell Westbrook, we got Avery Bradley stealing money because he's still in NBA. That boy just be out there jogging. He be burning calories. He's jogging. And then we got Melo and AD. So AD, Westbrook, Avery Bradley, Melo, THT. AD, I don't know what to tell you, man. I know you don't like to run the 5, but I don't care what you like. Get out there and play center. We don't need DeAndre to get out there and play center, bro. Because we need, LeBron is not a 3, LeBron is a 4. And we need to play our game through our biggest strength and our biggest threat right now. The thing that's the most consistent coming in and out of every game is Melo shooting. And Melo gonna shoot the hell out of that ball. That man, shout out to Melo, man. They thought you was done back then. They didn't want you. Now you hot. They all on you. So Melo's out there, man. He's cooking. And getting Melo in the catch and shoot situation is, if somebody's shooting 45%, 43% from the 3-point line, that's what I'm focused. That's gonna be when I go to the coach's clipboard and I go run, I'm starting to run plays, I'm starting to think of this offense. That's something I'm thinking about. Some off-ball screens to get Melo. That's something I'm thinking about. So my lineup would be Westbrook. This is my starting 5. Westbrook at the 1, obviously. At the 2, that's Kendrick Nunn's spot, man. A lot of stuff. Shout out to Kendrick Nunn. A lot of stuff is gonna make a lot more sense when Kendrick Nunn comes back. But if he's not back, then at the 2, I'm going Malik. Wait. I'll start Avery Bradley. The reason why he played defense, he gonna shoot the ball when he get. He ain't that bad. He ain't that important. At the 3, I'm playing Melo. At the 4, Braun. At the 5, AD. And a lot of our problems will be solved because we're gonna have a lot of people get the ball out of, I won't just say LeBron's hands, but that stagnant offense. Like, we move the ball and it sticks. And then we need an offense that flows. We need LeBron to just say, you know what, we're gonna really let go of the ball. Because every time we get somebody and they go on to another team where LeBron's not dominating the ball, they do 100. Look at Kyle Kuzma's going crazy. You don't have to live with LeBron dominating the ball. Lonzo Ball is going crazy. Like, you don't have to live with LeBron dominating the ball. D'Lo, he might not, he's been wishy-washy the past 2 years, but he was up in Brooklyn going crazy. And that was it's like this stuff always happens. Brandon Ingram, this stuff always happens, and it's just because we're letting somebody dominate the ball. And yeah, we're letting somebody dominate the ball. So with that in mind, man, I feel like that lineup would work a lot better with Russell Westbrook, Kendrick Nunn, who would just put asterisks, Kendrick Nunn, Melo at the 3, Braun at the 4, and AD at the 5. It makes a team a lot quicker. AD is the best, and this is the best defender we have, and definitely the best interior defender we have. So with AD, any team, if you get past LeBron or if you get past Westbrook and you know you got to deal with AD back there, that's not something that's not gonna go easy for a lot of teams. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go with that lineup, man. We gotta change up our lineup, how we do things. Melo doesn't need to be the guy off the bench. His catch and shoot is looking crazy. You graduated, you in the running of our offense. THT, you get on the bench and you make that happen. You show your worth. We're gonna give you the minutes. We're gonna give you the opportunity to be the main guy off the bench. You do that because Melo's actually putting up, like he's producing in and out, in and out. He's shooting us back in the games. He just needs to have his handprint on the ball, on the offense at all times. So that's what I would do. And when we swinging the ball now, Melo, he's an underrated passer. First of all, so we swinging the ball and the defense is scrambling, getting back on play. They got to worry about this guy shooting the ball. Like he's shooting like over 40% clean. We got to worry about this dude catching the ball and shooting. So Melo and who's better with the pump fake and then the dribble and then the pull up? Oh my gosh, Melo would dominate in that role. Like with the offense really moving, Melo would dominate in that role. And LeBron is going to be the guy that, you get to, I feel like we can just take the ball out of his hands, man. Because LeBron is going to be that dude that, he's going to help get that offense to make that next play. Make that next play, whether it be the catch and shoot, whether it be getting the ball and getting to the rim, whether it be the mid-range jumper, whether it be the turnaround jumper. LeBron got a bag of tricks that, like, you're not really utilizing because you always got your hands on the ball. So you got a bag of tricks that if you can catch a defense or you can catch the defense while you in motion, the offense is moving, man, LeBron, whew, you can do well, man. You got to let these young bucks get it. You got to let somebody else put their hands on the ball. You got to let somebody, and then this is going to be good for AD. Kendrick Nunn going to be penetrating, cutting up the offense. Westbrook going to be penetrating, cutting up the defense. I said Kendrick Nunn cutting up the offense. I meant defense, but Russell Westbrook cutting up the defense. Quick alleys to AD, couple easy buckets. AD needs some easy buckets, man. I know he always catching the ball on the elbow. He got to go to work. He got 2-3 defenders mid range. AD deserves some damn dunks. AD deserves some alley oops, and you ain't gonna get that without breaking down the offense. Breaking down the defense. You got to get that offense moving, man. You got to get it in motion. You got to get defenses on their heels. Like, okay, like we got to get to this person. So Melo's more of a threat on the three, on the wing. Because that catch and shoot game has been crazy. He shot us back in last night against the Pistons. He shot us into so many games, man. And he's shooting clean, shooting efficient. So we got to play to that strength. So that's what I do, and that's my take. I feel like with doing that, Lakers can turn the whole thing around. We can go ahead and we can turn the whole thing around, start getting looked at as serious contender. Because we are, once we get those together, we still got to see Golden State. And I'll talk about that. I'm talking about that at another time. I'm going to get on that, what Golden State got going on, because they got most improved pool. They dangerous, so I'm gonna get on that in another time. But I'm out. Remember, leave a like, subscribe, and I'm coming daily with it. I'm coming daily to give y'all the news and what I see through these point of views. So, like I say, man, welcome to the Step Back. We out.